afternoon, my movie-loving brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us on this hump day. It is Wednesday on the Screen Talk Live YouTube channel where we talk about all things movies, TV, and other screen-related news. I am, of course, your humble host, Keith Toothman. I am joined today by my friend, colleague, and co-host, Lucas Farney. Lucas, how are you doing today, buddy?
Doing great, man. Happy to be back as always. So
yeah, for sure. Good to have you back as always as well. Let's zoom out of your pretty face a little bit there. Okay. Yeah, guys. Thanks for joining again today. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can have your movie news when you need it, where you need it. A few things off the top here. We have an Xbox Series S that we're giving away on the channel. There's a video up for that. Go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, basically to give you a little rundown, if you send in a super chat during a live show, including today's live show, it enters you in for a chance to win that Xbox Series S. So make sure you're putting in those super chats for your chance to win that bad boy. We also have to get to 20K subs, so make sure you're subscribed and subscribing. Also, another thing off the top is we do have a channel membership up now. Make sure you guys go check that out. Join it. You can join for as little as $2.99 a month for the bronze membership. We're going to have some more perks for that come in, including little emojis of me and Lucas's heads and stuff. We have someone coming for headshots just after this. So, but yeah, so we will have more information on the memberships. But yeah, go check out that membership tab and be sure to join. We appreciate all the support. Keeps the channel up and running and going so we can bring you your movie news. Yeah, with that down, I think that is everything. We are going to move right into our first main topic today. And our first main topic today is this. Lucas, I named this topic This Day in Movie History. And the reason I named it that is because 4 years ago, Lucas, on this day, on this exact day, the very first trailer for Avengers Endgame came out. Can you believe that? 4 years ago,
man. That's weird.
Here's what I want to say is I remember when it came out. I remember I woke up early. I was still living with my mother. This is how long ago it was. I was just a child. And I roll over. I look at my phone. There's all these Google notifications and all this shit. And I check it out. And sure enough, I see a thumbnail of Tony Stark holding his helmet in a dark, dim-lit ship.
I remember it.
In the vastness of space. And I remember thinking, oh my God, get your fat ass up and get into that living room. And I did. I threw off the covers. I ran into the living room. And I put on my 80-inch TV this beautiful, wonderful trailer that, God, feels like I watched yesterday.
So yeah. No, I feel like I remember coming over to your house that night to watch it.
Yeah.
Probably.
And it was very, God, it was very good, man. I just remember being emotional. I didn't cry, but my eyes watered. I remember thinking, damn, like I knew it was gonna be like this kind of, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. You know, it already felt like Tony was gonna die and all this shit. And really, we didn't see nothing else, right? We just seen those shots from the ship, and that was enough. And I remember thinking, like, okay.
No, there was a little bit. Like, you get to see like the Nomad and that, right? You get just
Nomad?
a little bit, like Captain America with
where's he
Black
at?
Widow
In the trailer.
Maybe I'm remembering a later trailer, but I
The
feel
very
like
first trailer is just him
by
himself.
it's a teaser.
Yeah, it's just a teaser trailer.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's just him with the helmet by
That's right.
himself. In fact, the only thing you see is kind of a little silhouette of an arm.
Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to figure out who that was. It looked like Gamora's
Yeah,
rap
Nebula,
thing, and it
yeah.
ended up being Nebula. But yeah, we didn't see anyone in that trailer except Tony, bro. And of course, he's delivering this heartfelt message, as most of us probably believe in this chat. One of the only good comic book on-screen romances ever is Tony and Pepper, right?
Right.
God, those two, their chemistry is so great, and Gwyneth Paltrow is so awesome, and obviously Robert Downey Jr. is just born to play Tony Stark, right? But yeah, their chemistry is just so good, and they have this relationship that has actually evolved, and that we feel like we give a shit about, right?
Right.
To the point that he's now like sending her this message of like, my death note, basically, like, me on my deathbed telling you I love you and this and that. And it was so emotional. The last thing that you hear him say is, talking to her on Squidward's ship, or I'm sorry, Lord Voldemort's ship.
Dark Ebony.
Yeah, the Ebony Maw's ship.
Yeah.
The last thing you hear Tony say is, I think I'm gonna be late for that dinner res. And she's like, tell me you're not on that ship. And he's like, yeah, I'm on the ship. And then you hear her say, I'm coming too. And then it cuts out. And that's all that he had left. And then now he has this moment of, all is lost. And I'm recording this for my love. And God, I just remember it touching me so much, man. I just remember feeling so deep. And honestly, I am completely beside myself that this thing is 4 years ago today. To this date, December 7th, 4 years ago, just seems out of touch for me. I'm
2018.
That COVID shit really made me lose a lot of time, I guess. But yeah, Lucas, you're hearing this, man. 4 years ago today, we seen that first trailer for Avengers Endgame. And tell me what you think about that. What are your thoughts?
Man, that's crazy. God, that kind of sucks. But it's also
We're
like
getting old, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I just met you 4 years ago.
No,
I know,
yeah,
I
I
feel
know,
like it
right?
now, right?
Not even 4 years ago.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah. Man, it's kind of cool at the same time though, because I'm glad you brought this up. Actually, it's been a long 4 years.
And I brought it up because I remember how much it touched us, man.
Yeah.
Like, I remember how much this affected us, like our just day-to-day lives. Like,
Dude.
Literally, I don't know if you remember, but there was a time where I wasn't doing as much, and I remember Noah kind of getting on to me about it. He was like, "Well, you won't do this," and I had to tell him, like, seriously, dude, I know this is gonna fucking sound crazy. But seriously, man, I'm afraid to die in a car wreck or out and not get to see Endgame.
I do remember.
Seriously, dude.
I do remember.
Like, I thought, there was something in my bones that told me, like, no, I don't know, but you can't miss this. If I died missing this, God, who knows what kind of crazy spirit that would have created somewhere.
Jeez, man, yeah, I do remember that. I also remember sitting next to you at Endgame. God, we've seen a lot of Marvel movies together now, man.
Yep.
No, that's so cool. That's so cool. 4 years, wow.
Yeah, right.
How long have we actually known each other? It would have been like, it was like 20.
It's got to be like 8 years then, right? Damn near or some shit.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Rough, maybe 2016. I want to say, because that was when
17,
you
18,
guys
20,
were
20,
filming.
20. That's 7
Flatten.
years.
Yeah.
Right. That's fucking crazy,
Yep.
But yeah, to think, I feel like we met right then. That's how long it feels like it was just like
together.
a year ago. It feels like,
Yeah.
God. And then also, I just want to say what it also really does is overwhelmingly remind me that we haven't really had anything great from Marvel for 4 years. WandaVision was right after, so we could give him that. But besides that, cinematically at least.
Well, WandaVision was 2021.
Cinematically at least.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything on
No Way Home.
those levels. It had great nostalgia shit to it, but I don't think it's on the level of emotion and greatness of like an Infinity War, an Endgame, or even a Ragnarok or Black Panther, or like that whole everything we went and seen during that was just fucking amazing, man. Like it really, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here doing this show today if it wasn't for that string
True.
of shit, you know?
It's true.
You know, Trevor was working at the Warren, and one day he texted me and was like, oh, you want to go see this movie, Thor 3? And I'm like, I haven't fucking seen the first 5 or whatever the shit. And I remember going to it thinking, whatever, you know, Trevor's cool. You know, if he likes it, maybe I'll like it. And it was 3D, so I had to put these stupid glasses over my glasses, which I couldn't stand. And I walked out of that movie a believer. I walked out of that movie that day fully on board with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That day, Screen Talk Live was born.
Yeah, pretty much the seed. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, but yeah, guys, you guys are hearing this. You're checking this out. 4 years ago now, when we got that trailer with Robert Downey Jr. in the what is it called now? We had the Bowie now, and then we had the.
I feel like it starts with an M.
Damn it, I can't remember it, but yeah, on the old Guardians ship. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. What are you guys' thoughts on this being so long ago, 4 years ago? I mean, and what are your thoughts on the trailer itself? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are going to jump into our second main topic today, and our second main topic today is this. Lucas, we talked about on the show yesterday that pretty much it's out in the open, in the public, that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson led movie Black Adam is going to lose upwards of around $100 million. We reported that yesterday on the show. But now I want to bring up this article that I have over here from the guys at Deadline that says the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson refutes this idea. In fact, he says not only is it not going to lose money, that it's actually profitable. And this is very interesting. I want to preface all of this by saying I love you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Let's read some of this. There's some snarking going on out there that Black Adam is posed to lose $50 to $100 million. And that is simply just not true. Deadline Film finance sources, meaning people who do this for a living, and those close to the film say this movie is bound to break even and be in the black. Scroll down to see. Okay, let's see here. With global gross currently at $390 million, $195 million production. Okay, so let's do this math real quick. So it's currently made $400 million. Let's say that somehow it's actually $390. I mean, let's say that somehow it pulls out $10 million more dollars, which I don't see really possible. But if it does, it puts it at $400 million. Lucas, what's a third of 400? Yeah, figure that out real quick. A third of 400.
132.
So now take 400 minus 132.
268.
268. Now add 100 to that. That's 368. So this movie has spent at least 300 minimum, because I'm assuming the marketing was at least $100 million. So this movie is at least spent 368, or has to cross that mark. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if it makes any profit, it will be just crumbs, right? I mean, if it does at all. But you got to keep in mind that, again, of the 390 million that it's made, a third of that the theaters keep, right? Mm-hmm. So 135 million of that money is not theirs. So yeah, it does say that the film's looking to make 52 to 72 million dollars. Look, I just want to say this. Even if this thing goes on to make 50 or 72 million dollars, this is still not the win that at least we expected. I know that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson goes on to compare it to the first Captain America movie, which made like 380 million or whatever. Yeah, You can try to do that if you want, Rock. And again, I'll preface this by saying I love you, dude. But the fact of the matter is comic book movies were nothing and nobody at the time. Nobody gave a damn about that Captain America movie. No one gave a damn about Chris Evans. No one really gave a damn about that Iron Man movie and that Hulk movie at the time like they do today, right? But your movie, my friend, came out in the prime and the height of this and of the comic book movie era. And if anything, we expected something with you, you know, the biggest, the last real movie star left, besides, you know, my best friend Rye. Yeah, we expected this to make a lot more, man. And I know you did too. And you could compare this to, I said 370 is what Captain America, the first Avenger, made worldwide. You could compare that to it if you want. But this isn't early on. He's trying to say that this is just one of the first movies in the DC. No, dude. This is movie like 12 in the DCEU. You can try to pretend that it's in the beginning or that it's new or whatever, but it's not. It's just not the same. And the fact of the matter is, if this movie makes anything, it's just going to be crumbs. It's going to be barely anything at all. And this movie should have probably made $500 million minimum in its sleep is what I personally believe. So, yeah. But that being said, Lucas, you're hearing this. So The Rock says that it's going to make money. Deadline says it's going to make money. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm happy it's going to make money. For sure. It's better than it bombing, I guess. But that's still not a lot of money. I mean, even if it's 75 million, you know, that's not a win, but it's not a win much either. I mean, I don't know. I get what he's trying to say because it is Black Panther's first story, you know. It's different though. It's definitely different because Captain America was the third, maybe second movie in the Marvel universe. This, like he said, is the 12th, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Did not expect. I wish it would have made more like we expected it to, but at least it's making some. Hopefully this means we'll get a second one. Hopefully it doesn't tank or, you know, totally disrupt the 10-year plan because I just want to see some good DCU content, you know, just a good string of it. Like I've got my Marvel fix, but, you know, DC characters have always been my favorite characters. Or always were growing up, you know, my favorite comic books for sure. I mean, Superman has always will be my favorite superhero. And I just want to see the DCU do well. If not just to see maybe potentially a Marvel and DC crossover because everybody's gunning for that. James Gunn is gunning for that. You know, Kevin Feige is definitely going to be gunning for that. The Rock has openly said he's gunning for it. So I'm happy it's doing well, or I'm happy it's going to make money. I wish it would have done better. Dwayne, you know, kind of shut up.
I mean, like I said, to an extent, I get where he's coming from because he wants this to be the beginning of the new DCEU. So in his mind, it's kind of like this is
starting fresh.
Yes, and I understand that. I really do, but the people like us can't ignore, you know, Justice League and Wonder Woman 84 and, you know, the Suicide Squad or anything with those names. But yeah, so this is interesting though. I think it's much to do about nothing because, like I said, at the end of the day, even if this makes profit, it's not going to be much. And the chances that they only spent $100 million on marketing are slim. They probably spent, you know, they spent $200 on the movie. They probably spent $100 to $150 maybe even on marketing. So yeah, I don't know. I just think, like I said, it's much to do about nothing because at the end of the day, if it makes any money at all, it'll just be freaking crumbs. So, But yeah, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's, opinion on all this? What are your thoughts on it? Maybe making money, maybe not. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. All right, with that down, we are going to move into our third main topic today. And our third main topic today is this. Lucas, you know I'm a big fan of good filmmaking. But someone who's good at filmmaking, who I've never seen one of their movies, is Wes Anderson.
I know you know.
But I love Wes Anderson. Like, I love that he's a good filmmaker and that people love him and that he makes these,
Wes
niche-
Anderson
Yeah,
films,
love
yeah.
that. And I'll get around one day to checking them out. But the fact of the matter is, they never just kind of seem my vibe. And that's why I've never really checked one out. But that's not going to keep me reporting on news for you Wes Anderson lovers out there. He has this new film called Asteroid City that's set now for theatrical release. Obviously, you can see here it's starring Scarlett Johansson, looking as beautiful as ever. I'm going to read a little bit of this article. Those who love the most auteur and auteur filmmakers, as I was just saying, Wes Anderson will rejoice at the news that his 11th feature film, Asteroid City, has finally been penciled in for a 2023 release date. Fans of Anderson will be able to kick off their 2023 summers with a healthy dose of perfectly symmetrical shots when Asteroid City hits theaters. The film will open for its limited theatrical release on June 16th before expanding to a wider release 1 week later on June 23rd. That's my little cousin's birthday, actually. Focus Features will handle the film's domestic distribution, while Universal Pictures International will handle the international distribution. Asteroid City marks another collaboration between Anderson and Focus Features after Anderson's last 3 films, including The Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, which I have seen. I do not count that because it's an animated movie. I do have seen it and own it and love it. And The French Dispatch were all distributed by Searchlight Pictures, which is amazing, and we all love Searchlight. They're basically like Fox version of A24, right? This is cool. This is interesting. Weird release date right in the summer. I bet this is going to be pretty cool, because, usually this is the time you put out your blockbuster, your, what do we got? July's, what is that, Guardians or Marvels?
It's the Marvels.
The Marvels,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's usually you put this big thing out or whatever. But, it's good to have some little auteur, Wes Anderson filmmaker type of people in there, here and there. And again, I know people really love Wes Anderson, so I didn't want to not talk about this news today because I'm sure people want to know when his next film's coming out, and now we know a little bit about it. So June 23rd is when it will be in a theater near you. Lucas, you're hearing this information. What are your thoughts on Wes Anderson, this new movie, and when it comes out?
I am a big fan of Wes Anderson, actually. So I'm really happy you brought this up. I had not heard anything about this at all, and while you're reading the article, I was looking at the top. It said, Bryan Cranston, Margot Robbie, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it seems like a
star-studded
ensemble.
cast, right, for sure. And I'm just going to look at the itinerary of a junior stargazer convention is spectacularly disrupted by world-changing events. Sounds awesome. I mean,
sounds like a blockbuster.
For sure.
Blockbuster.
Edward Norton, Steve
Summer.
Carell, Tilda Swinton, Willem Dafoe. My God, man. Adrian Brody, of course. Jeff Goldblum, Jason Schwartzman. I mean, he's always in it, man. Jeffrey Wright, dude. He's also in it. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for this now. Yeah, I love
his films are known to be pretty stacked.
For sure. I know, but, man,
like
what
the
a
Grand
collection.
Budapest Hotel.
That was a
stacked.
good one. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I used to have the poster, actually, of it with all of the...
Oh, yeah, I remember
It's crazy, yeah.
I remember when you had it. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Man, yeah, I'm really excited for it. I was not expecting to hear about that today.
Yeah, right, for sure. It's a cool little tidbit of news. Like I said,
Sure.
we just wanted to cover it here because, like I was saying, I'm sure there's lots of fans of Wes Anderson out there. And maybe this one I go out and see. Maybe this is the first Wes Anderson movie that I go out to the theaters, live action, and actually check out. Maybe. Probably not, though. We'll see when the trailers come out. We'll definitely have a video up on our reaction for that, and hopefully it can lure me in with its Wes Anderson-y ways. But usually it actually pushes me away. So, but keep being you, Wes Anderson. Fuck me. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on Wes Anderson and this film coming out and the release date? June 23rd, like I said, not that far away. Seems like far away, but be here tomorrow before
But,
we know it.
Endgame trailer came out
4 years ago. So, yeah, but definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are going to move on to our fourth main topic today. And our fourth main topic today is this. So just before the show started, I had a chance to show Lucas the trailer for, as you can see here, The Pale Blue Eye. Yarg. Very interesting trailer name. Also, I hate Christian Bale with a somewhat of a fiery passion most of the time. But yeah, I, host the Screen Talk Live YouTube channel. So I went and checked out this trailer and I was like, oh my God, this looks like something that I want to see like today. And it looks dark and scary. And I love me a whodunit kind of situation. Love that kind of feel. It also kind of gave me vibes of Nolan's, I want to say Christian Bale was in it too. Not the Majestic.
I know you're talking about the Mechanist, right?
No. The Machinist?
Yeah.
That's great. That's the only Christian Bale thing I like. No, the one Christopher Nolan did where they are like a magician in the old days. Oh man, I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it definitely gave me vibes of like something like that. Also, I don't know if you remember like Sleepy Hollow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gave me kind of.
It gave me the Woman in Black vibe.
There you go. There's another one. Yeah.
You've got it's the time period.
Yeah.
It's like 1830.
It's in that period too with that Nolan movie. It's set.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it.
And it's got like a big cast in it too. I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, yeah. It had a real good feel to it. Of course, Bale is great when he's great, and he looks great in it. There was also some other a few people in there that I can't remember, but they looked really good in it. The acting looks good. The sets look good. The cinematography looks good. It looks really good. The story even looks good.
Very drawing. Yeah,
you got a guy right. Someone who's right. Someone there's like a mystery of who hanged somebody. I mean,
and then cut their heart out.
And then cut. Yeah, right. There's like some supernatural.
You've also got Henry Melling. That's the guy who played Dudley.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And he's
the little
playing
dude,
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
And this is based on somewhat true events. Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's Hollywoodized for sure. But no, that's so. I mean, I don't know enough about, like, I've read a bunch of Edgar Allan Poe stuff, but I don't know enough about his personal life. The things I have heard, dude, they're crazy mysteries. Like, he actually got involved in some crazy stuff. And I cannot wait to see this. Oh my God.
Well, that dude had to be out of his mind.
For sure.
I mean, he's Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. But no, the whodunit part of it, man, it looks, I'm so excited. I looked it up as soon as we were done watching it because I was hoping it was out today. It's January 6th, but.
Yeah, I mean, again, not that far away, though.
Can't come soon enough, man.
Yeah, and it's a Netflix release, so you'll be able to check this out on Netflix without having to go to theaters or do all that junk. So, yeah, this, like I said, this looks like a lot of fun. It looks like my kind of movie. I love those dark style, what's going on, who did it. Love that. Even reminds me a little bit of the guys that do Shaun of the Dead. They did that one that's like The Village. God, I love that movie. Hot Fuzz.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. It's got that kind of, what the hell? There's like this underlying tone of like,
this is crazy.
Yeah, who's doing these things? And
what kind of monster?
Right. And it ends up being like the town, right? But yeah, so this looks exciting, and I'm excited to see it. Like I said, not a big Christian Bale fan, but this looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I would check this out. I'm going to check this out. You'll probably see me give a review up on the channel about it at some point. But have you guys had a chance to check out the trailer for? Or I'm sorry, the trailer for what was it? The Pale Blue Eye.
Pale Blue Eye.
Very interesting title too, right? I feel like it's just abstract as hell. But
I think Christian Bale's character is supposed to have blue eyes because when the trailer opens, he's like, "Is it really true? You got a confession out of somebody just by looking at him."
Right.
And so he's like giving him the pale blue eye.
Oh, he's giving him the
the
old Ghost Rider penance. Show me
well,
what
right,
you
because
got.
he goes on to he goes on to say he's like like a suspect will interrogate themselves if you give them the space to,
right,
or whatever. Or you just scare them into it,
right?
The pale blue eye, Yarr, matey.
But yeah, guys, what do you guys think about this trailer for the Pale Blue Eyes? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are going to jump into our fifth and final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic today is this. So reactions are out. Word is out. People went last night and seen Avatar 2: The Way of Water. And I just want to check out what people are saying about it, because from what I've been hearing is that this is a cinematic masterpiece. This article is coming to us from Screen Rant. As you can see here, early reactions have been posted. Let's see if we can scroll down and get to some of these. Here we go. Very small. Maybe you guys can see them, maybe not. Let me see if I can't blow this up for you guys, actually. There we go. How about that? So, unsurprisingly, Avatar: The Way of Water is a visual, this is from Ian Sandwell, by the way, is a visual masterpiece with rich use of 3D and breathtaking vistas. It does suffer from a thin story and too many characters to juggle, yet Cameron pulls it together for an extraordinary final act full of emotion and thrilling action. Perry Nemiroff says, Avatar: The Way of Water is pretty incredible. I had faith James Cameron would raise the bar with the effects, but these visuals are mind-blowing. One stunning frame after the next, but the thing I dug the most is how the technical feats always feel in service of character and world building. Joseph Deckelmeyer says, I'm almost convinced James Cameron shot Avatar: The Way of Water on another planet. The film is absolutely stunning and immersive. It's long, but I was completely engaged all the way through. Much like Avatar 13 years ago, this film is a cinematic achievement and a must-see event. That is great. This is the kind of stuff we want to hear.
Absolutely.
Especially for me, a guy who does not want to be in the theater for 4.5 hours. But yeah, you got me all eyes on it the whole time. Then yeah, I want to be there for 12 hours, you know. Let's read a couple more. Brandon Davis says, Avatar: The Way of Water is a never-ending visual spectacle. It's a better, more complex story than the first, with solid emotion, but the characters could grow a bit more. It's definitely long, running on incredible visuals and technique, which are 3D's best. Nikki Novak says, I saw Avatar: The Way of Water. If you think you've seen Avatar, think again. Only repeat from the OG is that never experienced anything like it. Better than the first? Easily. The 3D water world and creatures are so surreal, it is downright moving. There's a major Titanic homage. That's pretty interesting.
Cool.
That's really cool, actually. Let's read some more. What's on Disney Plus says, Avatar: The Way of Water is the most beautiful film I've ever seen. It is an experience that needs to be seen on the big screen and in 3D. I absolutely loved it and can't wait to watch it again. It's a masterpiece in terms of technical wizardry. Easily my favorite film of the year.
Ooh.
These are high praise, guys. This is awesome, man. Let's read some more. Maybe we can find one in here that's like, this thing sucks. Happy to say Avatar: The Way of Water is phenomenal. Bigger, better, and more emotional than Avatar. The film is visually breathtaking, visceral, and incredibly engrossing. The story, the spectacle, the spirituality, the beauty. This is movie making and storytelling at its absolute finest.
Wow, I'm getting excited. Ooh, golly.
Jake Hamilton says, as someone who liked but didn't love the first Avatar, let me tell you, Avatar: The Way of Water blew me away. Vastly superior in visuals, storytelling, and performances. The sequel left my jaw on the ground for the entire runtime. James Cameron is the god of sequels. I'm getting goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I got goosebumps, man. All right, one more. Josh Horowitz says, James Cameron once again shows filmmakers how it's done. I've said it 1,000 times. Me too, on this channel. Never doubt James Cameron. Avatar: The Way of Water is how you do epic blockbustering, emotional, visceral, and as big as movies get. This is fucking awesome, man.
Yes.
This is exciting. This is so good. I was so nervous.
I was too.
Beyond nervous for this film. I was beyond nervous for James Cameron. I was beyond nervous for the film industry, for movie theaters, and this being a bomb. This is great, guys. This is good news. This is what we want to hear, and I kid you not, I really do have goosebumps. This is exciting. I'm going to get off of this stream in the next 15 minutes, and the first thing I'm going to do is buy my goddamn ticket to this movie. And this is awesome, man. I haven't heard a bad thing about this. This is just one article from Screen Rant. There's multiple articles that are delivering these same things. At best, I've heard that it's as good as the first one. Yeah, okay.
That's all you can ask
that's
for.
That's still
really.
a compliment in a way.
Yeah.
But everything else I'm hearing is like this. James Cameron's a god. James Cameron, don't bet against him. I've been saying it for years, man. At the end of the day, I'm worried about Avatar 2, but never, ever bet against James Cameron. It's like betting against LeBron James or Tom Brady. It's just stupid. It's a bad bet, man. And every time we think that it's gonna be a slip up, he reinvigorates and invents the whole goddamn movie industry, man. This is awesome, and I can't wait to see this. I'm gonna fire up my smoker. I'm gonna smoke me a bunch of shrooms, and I'm gonna go watch this thing at a visual as this visual spectacle that it is. And I hope that this delivers in a way that some of these comments or these reviews are saying, that delivers in a way that shows us like, hey, this is what it's like to have your cake and eat it too. You get your Marvel big, giant, blockbustery thing, but you get a goddamn movie. And this is freaking exciting, man. I'm so glad. I'm so good for you, James Cameron. Hats off to you again, man. I never wanted to doubt you, but I doubted us as fans. I doubted if it was too long. I felt like it's just been too long. If this goes as good as it is, I expect it to fucking crash the box office and do crazy good numbers. And then, yeah, I guess our hype for Avatar 3 would be higher than ever, right? A movie that up until now I could really give two fucks about. But yeah, this is exciting news, and I'm really happy for everyone involved. Especially Zoe Saldana, especially too. I want to say she was just talking about, you know, being tied up in these Marvel and Avatar franchise for decades. She now gets to kind of be free, but still have her success and have her cake and eat it too, right? Because Zoe Saldana still is in the three of the highest grossing films of all time, being Avatar 1, Endgame, Infinity War, and then now she could possibly add to that Avatar $4 billion or potentially $2 billion film. Good for you, Zoe Saldana. Love you, girl. And I'm loving this, what I'm hearing. And yeah, Lucas, tell me, what are your thoughts, man? What do you think about all this?
Dude, you like stole every single word out of my mouth. Quite literally, man. Like, I think my biggest, I was so nervous too. And not just, I mean, for everything you said, but I'm also going to add on to it for the, like, because he's fully filmed the third movie already, and they've already partially filmed the fourth one. And he's got plans for 5, 6, and 7.
2 and 3, like,
back to back, like Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Type of thing.
So I'm so happy about that because, like, you know, if something is this great, keep it going, dude. Like, just, I was very nervous, but I'm so excited now. And I hope that means that we get to turn around and have an Avatar 3 next year now, you know, or whenever he's planning on releasing it, right? Yeah. super. I'm gonna have to buy my ticket as soon as we get off this. Too,
Yeah, dude,
man.
you're gonna have to go to this. We're gonna have to mic up. We're gonna have to do an out of theater review, and seriously, I'm not joking, man. Like, I don't typically, want to be, drunk or inebriated or in any way.
We got to.
But man, this just seems
I'm
like
glad
the
you're
one.
saying it too,
You know what I
because
mean?
for sure, yeah.
Like, I still, like I was telling Shane months ago when we first started the channel, I hope there's that like watery looking drink cocktail. I want that, right? A way of water, and it
Right.
looks like, those beautiful beaches you see that are like
Sure.
greenish blue. It's got the carousel or whatever
can
in
make
there.
it.
Yeah, right.
I
I'm
could do
sure.
a little bit of
So I
Midori,
hope
yeah.
they got something like that too. And man, this feels like this could be big with all this
Me
buzz,
too,
man.
Yeah, it does.
We're still 9 days away ourselves, I think, from being able to see it.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
next
it's the
Thursday.
16th. Yeah,
Next
so
Thursday, yeah.
so a little bit of ways for us to get eyes on it ourselves. But man, mark my words, this for me goes from I'll see it when I see it, but I'll probably see it at home, to I will be there first day one at the fan event with my shirt off, twisting around my head like a helicopter, because this seems awesome, man. They should be doing this like in LA at like pools. They should have
sure.
like theater nights.
sure.
It should be in the water.
I would love that, dude.
One of
I
the
would
best
love that.
one of the best quotes that I heard from all this was, I literally felt like James Cameron filmed this on a different planet.
Yeah.
That is exactly, when they said that before, guys? They said that about Stanley Kubrick when he made 2001: A Space Odyssey. They said, how did this dude get into space? How did he get videos of other planets and shit?
Well, and if any filmmaker today is going to be able to get onto another planet, it's James Cameron. So maybe he did.
Or Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, this is really exciting, man. As someone who, wants to see this to an extent, but didn't really have. And then I even went, a month ago, me and my wife and daughter went to see the re-release of the original Avatar in 4K and all of that. And I walked out of there going, fuck, I don't. And I told you, I said it on the show, I told my wife, the greatest part of my experience in that experience was at the end of the movie, after 3 hours and 90 minutes, what pops up is a 46-second shot from Way of the Water. And I mean, I'm like trying to walk out, and I forgot. It pops up, and I'm looking up at it, dude. And I kid you not, I mean, it was some of the most like real and most visceral thing that I'd ever seen in a theater. I mean, it was just magical. It really was. That's the best word I could use to describe it. It felt magical what I was seeing. But yeah, to couple that with a good story, good characters,
Yeah, right.
good, all that.
I'm so ready, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so
come on.
ready.
Yeah, you got me, man. I'm ready to see it, James Cameron, and I'm excited. And again, hats off to you, man. It seems like that you've got this industry figured out at all times, even when we want to second guess and doubt you. I guess maybe it really does take 10 years to make a goddamn masterpiece. But if so, then so be it. At the end of the day, I'm going to go out and I'm going to see this damn thing because, like I said, it looks good. And, hardly ever do we, hear reviews of this way,
Right.
But people knew what to expect. It's James fucking Cameron, guys.
Right.
At the end of the day, this guy has every movie, again, that he's ever made. He's kind of changed the film industry, including, the last Avatar movie. But yeah, I will see this in digital Dolby, 4K, 3D. I'll put the glasses on. I'll do whatever I have to do. And yeah, I'm assuming that I'm really going to enjoy this. Another one of the there was a lot of quotes actually that we just went through, 3 or 4 that said, best film I've seen all year. That's high praise, man. I'm assuming those people haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, or it's just that freaking good. And if it is, sweet, man. I really can't wait to see it if it's that good. But yeah, favorite movie of the year. That's real high praise, man. But yeah, so this is exciting news, guys. If you had a chance to check out any of this or you're hearing it now, what are your guys' thoughts? What do you think about all these early reactions? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are all out of main topics today, but we have breaking news. Lucas, you want to hit us with some breaking news? You just make something up.
Oh, okay. Breaking news. The Office is being brought back. They're bringing it back, man. They're doing it. That's not true.
Bad breaking news.
I don't know. You put me on the spot. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
It was really bad. But yeah, let me show you how it's done. Boom! Breaking news: Santa Claus castrated.
Oh no! Mrs. Claus to blame.
At 7 p.m., right? Tonight at 8:00. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's it for today's show. Let's see. We do have a few chats. Matt says he's dead, but then he messaged after that. So
whoa, dude,
fucking faker.
Wow,
if you're gonna do it, bro. Anyways, he also says he's super excited for Avatar 2. Man, right? Again, all this shit really has me pretty excited for it. This sounds like it's going to be a real experience, right? Which is like what, me and Shane are often debating, what movies are about, but that's what movies are now, right? Are these, it's an experiential event. I often said all the time that, that you can't literally, because it is an experiential event, that you can't put a price tag on it. And so if I said a movie costs $100 to go to, you'd be like, well, fuck that, I'm not going to that movie. But if I said, hey Lucas, I'm going to take away your memory of when me and you went to Avengers Endgame, but you could keep it for $100, now is it worth it? There you go. There you go, right? Because at the end of the day, you can't buy those kind of experiences, man. Or that time I was in Black Panther and everyone stood up and clapped for T'Challa's speech. Like, dude, literally, there's not a number. I mean, if somebody was like, I'm going to remove it from your brain or you give me your whole life, I'd be like, dude, take my life. Yeah. The last thing I want to do is not remember such a beautiful moment in my existence. And that's what these are. That's what movies have turned into, are experiential events, No, there's nothing I love more than when you get to show one of your friends or a movie that they've never seen but you have, right? Or vice versa. When you
watch this part,
when you get shown a movie that your friend loves and he just wants you to experience in that same experience he has, right? And for you guys to now share this,
that's the whole thing,
right?
That's the whole thing,
right? And that's what movies have always kind of been about, but it was kind of the undertones of it, and now it's really became that. Like, it is just a big experience, and really is the audience is more
communal
important
experience.
The experience is more important than the art sometimes now, and I think that
there's upsides and downsides.
Yeah, for sure. And just like there was upsides and downsides to the other way, For sure. But in this way, the upsides usually for me, for fans, right? For the people who want to see these things. So, yeah, it's a bonus for me, bonus for you. But guys, like I said, looks like that's it for the questions. Thanks, Matt, for your questions and for being a silver member. But yeah, guys, that looks like it for today. We will be back here. Let's see, what is today? We'll be here tomorrow, same bat time, same bat place, with Bat Trevor as your co-host. So Trevor should be here tomorrow, as long as he can show up and actually be here. Hopefully he can. I can say whatever I want about him because he doesn't watch the show. That's what I know. You're gay, Trevor.
Yes, he is.
But
like
whatever.
emos.
Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. Just when you're Trevor, Anyways, but yeah, it's been fun, guys, as it always is. We appreciate all your guys' chats, questions, comments, and all that. It's always the funnest part of the show. Don't forget we're giving away that Xbox Series S. Make sure you're sending in super chats for your chance to win that guy. And also don't forget to go join our new channel membership so you can help support the channel to continue to bring these great, awesome live shows. I have been joined today by my co-host and friend, Lucas Farney. Lucas, where can people find you at, buddy?
Most social medias, Twitter, Instagram, at Lucas_Farney. So.
Or at the corner of Central and Broadway.
You know it. I'm heading there right now.
Doing my thing.
Check it out.
Selling them smoked mushrooms. Anyways, guys, you know where to find me. My handle's right there at Keaton Toothman. You can go over to Twitter and find me. I'm also on YouTube, and our Patreon or our donations and our membership tab is all over in the About section on the Screen Talk Live YouTube page, so you can go check out all of that stuff over there. But yeah, guys, we'll be back here, like I said, tomorrow, again, 5 o'clock, and we will see you guys then, and we appreciate the support. And until next time, we will be out of this biatch.
It's bat biatch.
So yeah, so we will see you guys tomorrow.